Manhattan, Kansas, the Little Apple, where they have taken a large biter, built this program from the losingest in the history of college football to a formidable foe and home of the Kansas State Wildcats. And the ball will make it into the end zone. No return on that one for a touchback. So the Tulane Green Wave offense takes the field, and they'll have the ball first. What a great group of receivers they run out there, and a staunch, stout defense they'll be running into. Jesse, how are they going to get open? How does this defense keep them in check?
Well, I think one thing this receiving group knows to have success in this game against this defense is it's going to take all of them. It's not just going to be one guy making all. They're all going to have to be able to step up and, David, take advantage of their own individual one-on-one opportunities when those chances come their way.
Well, and I think that's what's good about this offense, their strength in numbers. It's not just one guy that you can take away. There's several receivers that can make plays. That stresses the defense. Like, find the weakness, go after him. That guy can win. So it'll be a fun individual matchup.
Unloads to the right. Intercepted in the first drive.
That's kind of a double whammy for this offense. On their opening drive, not only did they turn it over with the interception, but they've now set their defense up in a really tough spot, deep in their own end.
This offense has it with really good field position. Wants to go up top on first down. He's going to run it. Got to protect the merchandise. Gets down without taking a hit.
And they bring the blitz. I mean, you could tell they want to make him feel uncomfortable as quick as possible, and you can see him. He takes off with the football, and they just try to get to him, try to get him on the ground. But this defense choosing to blitz right now in this football game.
Here comes third and short from the 27. This defense trying to make them settle for a field goal. Quarterback keeper. They just blew through that offensive line. It's a 4-yard loss. Now on fourth down, here comes the field goal team. He's going to try to knock one through from 49 yards away. Never a doubt for this big-footed guy. 49-yard field goal is good. So after putting 3 on the board, the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away.
This is a team that really prides themselves on starting fast. We've seen that before, and here they are playing at home today. Nice job on the opening drive. Lots of poise, good emotion. They don't get the touchdown they would have liked, but they kick a nice field goal. They've got the lead. Head coach has to be happy with that.
Got it in the middle. It's Preston. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup. Tulane to the line, facing second and short. Back to pass. Under fire. Right on the money. And it's a first down. They'll mark it at the 44. Pass completion, move the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. Looking to throw on first down. Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete. Backed up now. Here's second and long. They just keep firing. Got the quick pass. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down. This Tulane offense has a great drive going. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back.
And that would be the definition of first down success. Putting yourself in a good position. It's second and inches. I can do whatever I want next. I can take a shot down the field. I can run the football and get a new set of downs. Like, nice first down execution.
Looking for a chunk play on second and short. Quickly complete. There he goes. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Tulane. When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you pad my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short and he did the rest of the work.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And here comes the Kansas State offense back onto the field. A little bit of feeling each other out. They're down 7-3 as they open this drive. Rides the back and leaves it. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there.
By the defense there, they dialed up blitz into that running play, and the linebacker able to make the stop.
Going to swing it on second down. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
And they get to the quarterback and get the sack. That's a big emphasis for this defense. They saw a week ago, this offense gave up 3 sacks. They need to get to him early and often and create some indecision. Nice job getting a sack early in this football.
He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and fourth down's coming. The kick is on its way. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. Good field position here as they start this drive from their 43. He wants to change this route. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Looking to the big tight end. It's complete. How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the first down? Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the air on first down. Looking to scramble. He throws back across and into the defense. A dangerous play.
Well, the quarterback knew where he wanted to go with the ball. His intended target just wasn't open, so the quarterback made sure he put that football in the stands.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete.
Yeah, you could tell he was locked in. And plays are meant to go to certain guys, but sometimes you got to get back, you got to read the defense, and make a different decision if they play the right defense. And right there, that was one of those times.
On third and long, he has to throw for it. He makes the grab. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the first down. Power football with the run. Gets it inside the 25, down to the 22-yard line with a pickup of 4. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete.
Well, it's a nice job by the quarterback getting the ball out of his hands quickly on that RPO. He saw something he liked, just not on the same page with his receiver.
Zings it complete to the right. He's got enough. It'll be a first down. They've got it at the 12. Tulane looking to put one on the board from the red zone. Looking downfield on first down. He's got it. And he will score. Touchdown, Green Wave.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge. And also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. Caught in the backfield, it's Edwards. He's across the 30 and out of bounds at the 31-yard line.
During the week, you got to talk to your quarterback. Quarterback, what do you like? What's your favorite, safest routes, easiest reads? Love coming out with those early with the short passing game.
Pushes ahead for a couple. They'll mark it at the 33.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Pressure coming. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Oh, and they get the ball back, but that's just going to make it much tougher on this drive. Kansas State will have to punt it away. He'll try to really get into this one. Just needs a crack to get a return. The Tulane offense headed back onto the field. They've come out red hot already with a wasting no time throwing on this drive. Got his man quickly. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. The Green Wave with plenty of options here on second and short. Looking to fire. Hit as he throws. Got him downfield. They get him down with this offense is set up first and goal from the 9.
Well, the defense needs to find a way to slow this guy down. We're only in the first quarter, and already this guy has over 100 yards receiving.
Looking for the end zone. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Green Wave. No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead. And with the extra point, they're on top by 18. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Wants to go up top. And he had it for a second, but it just dribbled out of his hands. Third down conversions, always a huge stat, and they've got a 3rd and long from the 27. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the tight end. Another incompletion on 3rd down. K-State sends the punt team onto the field, ready to boot it away. He makes a fair catch, couple of steps inside his own 25 at the 23-yard line. Tulane has it back in the offense, coming out to go on the attack. What a first quarter they've already put together, up 21-3 and going for more. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Picks up the first down. They've got him down at the 40 after he ripped off 15 yards.
And that is just an attitude run, running it right up the middle, right into the teeth of that defense.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. They're going to ride this running back. And with that stop, we are headed toward the end of the first quarter. Guys, the quarter comes to a close, and Tulane has the lead here. And they jumped out to that edge early. As we wrap up the first, let's take a quick look at our game stats. First play of the period will be a second down. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Oh, he's got some space. And there was lots of space as he gets it to the 39-yard line. Here comes Tulane after picking up the first down. Fires to the wideout. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. Use the play fake, now to throw. Spits it out to the back. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position. The Tulane offense headed back onto the field. That last drive was promising for a while. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he... Touchdown, Tulane! That trip to the end zone is 25th career touchdown.
Man, he's been productive, just has a nose for the end zone. This dude's made big play after big play for his offenses, and that's 25 touchdowns, Palmer, on the ground for the big fella.
Pretty impressive, too, when you consider when you get close to that end zone, the defense is expecting run, they're loading the box, and still this guy's been able to find his way in. 25, it's a nice number.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Under fire. He'll get rid of it. And that'll be incomplete, man. That would have been a big hitter on first down, but second down's coming up. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Back to pass on second down. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach.
Well, they're trying to get the big fella the football in the passing game, but they haven't been able to do that yet. He is a really nice target with his size and his athleticism, but him and the QB, they just don't seem to be on the same page right now.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Wide open downfield. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30.
You got to be impressed with this defense early in this game, guys. They've got a big lead because they are getting after the quarterback. They've already generated multiple sacks. They thought coming into this game they could take advantage of this offensive line, and that game plan is working to perfection.
Yeah, and unfortunately, this guy's been beat like a drum. He's been hit, sacked a bunch of times already, and another hit right here. I'm literally looking at my offensive line and be like, dude, I need some more time. You got to protect me better than this. Give me a chance to complete some passes.
Quick screen to the speedster out wide. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there.
You know, I got to tell you, as an offense, moving forward in this game, 3rd and long, you're going to have to push the ball downfield a little bit more. You got to throw to the sticks and give yourself a chance to convert these 3rd downs.
They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. Tulane has it back in the offense, coming out to go on the attack. They'll crank up this drive from the 30-yard line. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Right there to stop him, and that'll be a loss of 3. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Fires it down the seam. And that deep shot's going to wind up incomplete, but we do have a flag on the field. Let's see what the official says.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referee's caught it.
Lost a throw on first down. Might be looking to run. Turning it on. Into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 41 after the good gain there. The offense has it 1st and 10 from the 42. The give to Davis. Powers through the defender.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Tulane to the line, facing 2nd and short. Pulls and fires complete to the right. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And what a nice play by the DB. You have to understand, that wide receiver gets that ball that quick. It's tough to get him on the ground. Nice job getting a hold of him, getting him on the ground for no gain.
And he was able to run through a tackle, and they finally get him, but not until he picks up the first down. This Tulane offense has a great drive going. Wants to go up top on first down. With the catch, it's Hayes. Run out of bounds at about the 13-yard line, and that's where this offense will go back to work. Here comes Tulane after picking up the first down. Now from inside the red zone. Got it! They get him stopped at the 2, but it'll be 1st and goal. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone.
Well, you know who's got to love this?
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Green Wave. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is true, and the score is 35-3. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead.
Kansas State, 3.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. K-State has the ball back, and the Power Cat offense returns to the field. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Fires to the big fella. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. So now it's second and long. They'll run it from the gun. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
They have just not been able to get this guy into a rhythm so far in this game. I know it's still the first half, but there's been nothing going for him like you just saw in that last run. He's an outstanding talent. You may have to start thinking about throwing him the football, getting him out in the perimeter in space to let him go to work. He's got to touch the ball for you to come back in this game. Right now, running it, though, very difficult.
Kick is in the air. He'll field the punt and try to make a big play. He'll get it to about the 25 before they put a stop to the return. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll start this drive going to the air. Caught in the backfield. It's Preston. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down. The Green Wave with plenty of options here on second and short. Back to pass. Rushes on him. And he was turf.
And that's a really good job by this defense. A complete defensive effort. When the back end makes the quarterback hold the football a little longer than he wants to, and then the pass rush gets home, hits him, and forces the incompletion.
They'll snap it from the 39. First and 10. Going up top again. Quarterback now breaking the field. He's got him. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. Line gets set. First down. Looking to throw on first down. Gets it out quickly. Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up second and 4.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Trying to make magic with his feet. He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the air on first down. Quick completion on the out route. He'll pick up a few before being knocked out of bounds at the 31. Offense gets set for second down. Looking to fire. Grabbed over the middle. It's Hayes. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. The magic bean is spinning out of control. Already over 200 yards in the first half.
Yeah, they're being aggressive offensively, throwing the football, trying to take advantage of this defense on the back end. They've got their quarterback right now in a groove.
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Green Wave.
And this is blowout city. This offense has been up and down the field. We've seen explosive plays. They scored again here right before halftime. I don't know, guys. I mean, can we do running clock in the second half?
42, Kansas State, 3.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Looking for a gap. It's Edwards. And they'll bring him down after a short pickup. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
All right, guys, looks like we've got a great scene there today in Manhattan. And talk about a first half for the dude in that backfield. That coaching staff has been giving rave reviews on a weekly basis. And through 2 quarters today, he's been a complete game changer. He's breaking the will of this defense, and that's something that's just very tough to quantify.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Out of the chute. Quick toss to the right. He is going nowhere. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. Well, will they dial up on second and a long way to go? From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He lost one down the sideline. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. Kansas State will have to punt it away. They're up to a half-dozen kicks today. Let's see what he can do with it. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. They'll try to put a drive together starting from the 36. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Gets it past the first down marker and still running. He got loose, almost housed it, finally dragged down at the 32.
And obviously this offense has had their way, getting the huge lead. And now, when you know it's a running situation later in the ball games, you're still getting pounded. This defense has to step up at some point and be a lot more physical.
D coordinators down the road that have to play this offense, man, they're going to have nightmares because this unit has so much speed and so much skill. At running back, receiver, tight end, the quarterback making good decisions. It is so tough trying to stop them and prevent explosive plays.
Here comes Tulane after picking up the first down. Leaves it with the back. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone. Is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Wants to go up top. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Floating away. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on 4th down. It's good. Easy call for the refs. Well, that's just piling on. Not the penalty kind, just the mean kind.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. From the gun, running back on the move. Forges ahead, picks up about 3 to the 29. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Finds his tight end. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
42 Spiders. 42 Spiders.
Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Running back searching for a hole.
It's been that kind of day for this offense, right? It seems like anything they're dialing up just simply isn't working. But at this point, David, I don't know if it's even worth trying to run the ball.
Probably not. You're getting destroyed right now. Nothing has gone your way, and when you're down this much, I think the running game is used sporadically, not as a staple. Let's throw this football around and see what can happen.
K-State sends the punt team onto the field, ready to boot it away.
In punt formation to kick it away.
Fair catch is made, and they'll mark it at the 19. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. From the gun, the give, looking for room. Found a little bit of running room, knocked down at the 24 after a pickup of 4. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Back to pass. Makes the catch. It's Davis. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The give to the back. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. We've reached the break, and it's Tulane on top. And it hasn't been much of a contest as we take a look at the overwhelming game stats through 3. So the final period starts with a second down play. Leaves it with the running back. Past the first down marker and still running. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
This guy's been special today. Coming into this one, they thought they had an opportunity really to get him going, running the football, and he has delivered. You've seen the speed, the vision, his ability to break tackles. Well over 100.
Oh, he's ready to take a shot. Third pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
Obviously, this game hasn't gone the way they would have liked, but coaches are always looking for positive moments and things that you can build on. How about that young man going out, getting an interception? Yeah, they're being blown out. They're probably not going to win this football game, but that is the type of play as a coaching staff you can build on for next week's game.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. To the air, it's Barnett. Pocket breaking down. Trying to escape and get it himself. And he scoots his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off play action on first down. And his first pass is incomplete.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops. Just not in sync, and that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
He's got an open man. Big play for this offense as they get it to the 32. And the Wildcats have their offense in high gear. Motion from the back. Incomplete, and man, is he lucky to get that one back. Defense that close to an interception. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Gets away. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38. The defense all revved up after that earlier sack, and they'll try to stop him right here. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. And they'll send out the field goal unit. And he's got it counted all the way to 55. Never in doubt. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, a couple of Mountain West teams colliding in a game that could have some implications. Duke is ahead in this one, but unlike the days of Daniel Jones, this offense is not guaranteed to just keep scoring points today. They're up by 12 over North.
Breaks into the open. Got the first down. Looking for more. 10. Touchdown, Tulane. He got a step and just dusted the field. That leads a little more comfortable now as they close in on a victory here in week 3.
David, this guy's showing us everything he's got in his toolbox. Between the tackles, running outside, the elusiveness, the vision, the speed, the patience, and with that home run, now has over 200 yards rushing in this game.
And there's nothing more frustrating than a guy that just keeps coming and keeps coming. They keep feeding him, and he keeps breaking tackles. He keeps making big plays. This defense has had absolutely no answer for that stud.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. To give to the lone running back. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. They'll try the run. That'll be a gain of 5 out to the 27.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
Back to pass. It's Barnett. Throws to the wideout. Picked off. What a play to set him up.
And And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's passed, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. A nice job by this team.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
The Green Wave lining up, facing 3rd and long. They'll keep it on the ground. The clock is on their side. They'll knock him down right at the 35-yard line. Still a lot of ground to cover to get to the first down marker.
And the defense is still fighting. They haven't had the day that they dreamed of. But, you know, talking to the coaches coming into the game, like they thought they had a good plan. They'd be ready to attack and limit some of the damage this offense has done. They haven't done it today. They got to go back to the drawing board, figure some things out, because this wasn't a great day.
Desperately wanted to keep the ball, but they did not. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Here comes the heat. Going to try to get it himself. They get him down at the 49, but not before he picks up 15.
And I love the change in decision-making, right? That was a much better job. Last possession, tried to force it in there through the interception. This possession, it's not there. Take off and scramble. Great job. You got enough athletic ability to do that. Big 3rd down conversion by this offense.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. He'll off one deep down the left side. And this is hauled in at the 20-yard line. They bring him down, but he's got a 1st and goal from the 10. And the Wildcats come to the line with a new set of downs. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Trying to get it in. And he'll take it in for the touchdown. It won't have much impact on the outcome of the game, but it is a fabulous parting gift. A consolation prize, if you will.
And this has been a rough day for this offense, and finally, some good things to happen. Build some momentum maybe for the future. You know, that's the way the coaches spin it when you're getting beat up and you're getting destroyed. Like, let's find something for the future. Let's keep fighting. Let's keep working. This team's done that, put some points on the board, so it's not all bad.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. The Tulane offense headed back onto the field. Firmly in control of this game. We'll see if they just try to run out the clock and get out with a victory.
Everybody on offense here should feel really good about their performance today too, David. They had a really good game plan coming into this one, and they went out and they executed at a very high level.
Yeah, lights out, and this game's over. I'm interested to see the philosophy now. Do we keep chucking the pill and keep trying to score points? Because it's the defense's responsibility to stop them, or do they just run this clock and say, all right, we did enough today. We kicked them in the face.